Hi, everybody.
Hi.
How's the day going so far? Good? Scale of 1 to 10, that's 5. How about grades?
Great.
What a very special day. What a terrific accomplishment you have. You should feel very proud of yourself. I know we all do. Students, graduates, family and friends and guests, faculty and staff, college administration, board representative, welcome to Convocation 2016. I have a couple of jokes I want to share. Oh, sorry, these aren't jokes. I guess they are. A couple of like my grandchildren. I thought I'd share them with you. I thought they were cute. Hopefully you enjoy them as well. Okay, so here's the first one. What is red and bad for you? What is red and bad for your teeth? A flying brick. That came from a 9-year-old. Boy. Okay, the second one. What did Batman say to Robin before he got into the car? Robin, get in. You've been sitting here for a while, but that's it. You've been sitting here for long enough. I think it's time to probably stand up. If you can all stand up, please. Everybody in the hall. I want you all to stretch. Stretch your shoulders and your arms. Feel a little comfort. Move your body around. Now I've got something special here for you. And you'll see the connectivity it makes. I want you to start. I know you're all dressed up, but I want you to run on the spot. Everybody, as much as you can. I don't mean fast as you can. Just run on the spot. Get your legs moving, or you're standing. I want you to do this for a minute. For a minute. I'm timing you. Those guys up there, running on the spot. Okay, thank you. What are the benefits of I'm just going to talk about a 5-minute run. I think there's an important aspect of running. Please sit down. You don't have to do another exercise yet. But after having a run, how do you feel? What does that do to your body, physically and emotionally? In fact, more so, what does that do to you emotionally when you do some exercise? There should be several things that happen. We know for sure, of course, exercise and activity will increase your lung capacity and strengthen your cardiovascular system. However, there's a lot of research in the last number of years that indicate there's additional benefits to running or cardiovascular activities. Even a 5-minute activity every morning or at different points throughout the day will cause you to relax. They'll actually bring any tension or stresses down and get them a little bit more under control. It actually will stimulate your brain because more blood will flow to your brain. It'll help you to think better. It'll help you to make better decisions. And actually will increase your intelligence. So there's a little message from me to you, and hopefully you'll find that valuable. If you get stressed out during the day, try a 5-minute run on the spot. Or some other exercises, but definitely look at doing it in the morning. Every morning when you get up, do some physical exercise like running on the spot. You may have room to do other things, but that by itself will cause your heart to start moving more quickly and get that energy into your brain so you can function more effectively. Okay? Praise to the graduates. We've come today to celebrate our graduates. You may have initially come to the college a little unsure of yourself. You may have felt nervous, anxious, weak-kneed, and even apprehensive. But you're also committed to a better life and a better future for yourself and your loved ones. You're willing to stand up and be counted, to work hard and complete your education. Your maturity, determination, and hard work helped you to complete your education. This same maturity, determination, and hard work will enable you to succeed in your future. We acknowledge you, honor you, celebrate you, and wish you the best in your future. Please join me in congratulating the graduates. There's a new field of psychology. My first degree was majored in psychology, and I've never stopped being interested in what causes people to think or behave the way they do. But there's a whole new growth in psychology where psychologists have started working with neuroscientists. The neuroscientists are focusing on the physical aspects of the brain. The psychologist is focusing on attitudes and behavior. A book I recently read talked about success or happiness and talked about what comes first. Most of us have grown up to believe that you're not allowed to be happy until you're successful. The author of this book, Sean Acorn, said he doesn't agree with that. He doesn't believe that. In fact, most of the research in positive psychology says just the opposite. We should allow ourselves to be happy, and then we will succeed more greatly. In fact, the research continues to show that constantly, that people who are happier are more successful. So rather than waiting until you graduate, or waiting until you get your first job, or waiting until you're married, or waiting until you get the house, or waiting for all these other goals that you set for yourself, because once you reach those, then you can be successful. The answer is no. Focus on the minutes. Focus on the hours and the days. Focus on happiness, and you'll be more relaxed, more focused, and more successful. According to research, happier people are more relaxed, less stressed, able to make better decisions, more effective, more productive, and therefore more successful. So how can you become more happy? There are many things you can do. There are books, and many books written on the subject, and many articles as well. I'm going to give you a couple of examples, simple examples. Happiness is not a complex process. It can be a very simple process. First of all, one of the suggestions that's made through research that's done on people, happier people tend to seek help from others. Whether that's family, friends, peers, customers, or faculty as you had before you graduated. Not only should you learn to accept help from others, and some of us grew up in a world, part of my upbringing as a male was that males aren't supposed to accept help from others. You're not supposed to cry. You're not supposed to show emotion. You're supposed to be rigid. And quite frankly, I disagree with that. And most of the research supports it as well. So not only should you learn to seek help from family and friends, peers at work, and even customers, but also, number two, give help to others. Be there for them. Show them the support they need. Understand them. Show empathy. Don't be there to criticize. Be there to be constructive and assist them in every way you can so they can be successful. And quite frankly, when they're successful, you are successful as well. Help yourself to become more happy. Here's one simple but effective way you can do it yourself. Start with, I want everybody to close their eyes. Wait, if you don't understand that, just close your eyes. Okay? All your eyes closed? You can't see me? Think of one very happy event in your life. Just think of it. Let your mind find that very happy event in your life. Exciting, happy event. Okay, now check your emotional level of well-being. Did that event put a smile on your face? because it should have. If it was a happy event, it would have put a smile on your face. And therefore, you should feel happier as a result of that. This may seem like a simple thing, but when you're down, sometimes you need to remind yourself of those things that you have that are to your advantage, those things that make you happy. Because we need to remind ourselves of things that make us happy and drawn when we're dealing with challenges in life in order to help us to learn to manage those challenges more effectively. This should also, by doing this relaxing activity, this activity of assessing what makes you happy or what has made you happy, this will also help you to relax and therefore feel less stressed and be able to deal with your challenges at work and in life. Feeling this way should help you perform more effectively, make better decisions at work and at home. These same tools can be used by your children or people in your community. Do this the rest of your life, and chances are you'll be more happy and more successful. I want to acknowledge the supporters. This leads into acknowledging your supporters, getting help from others. I know each of you as graduates gave up a lot in your personal life to complete your education. It took a great deal for you as a student to achieve what you have achieved. However, most of you did not do it on your own. Behind you was a group of supporters who are also committed to your success. They include your family, your friends, as well as Columbia College faculty and staff. Researchers have found that the most successful people in life seek and give support from family, peers, friends, and other supporters to help them move forward. This type of behavior is one of the greatest predictors of our success in our life. Your supporters gave their counsel. They listened to your concerns. They helped you with your challenges, felt your losses, and celebrated your successes. They too deserve recognition today. Can I ask family members, friends, relatives, and supporters, and our faculty to please stand up? Family, all the guests that are here, please stand up. This is your opportunity as students to thank these people. Would you please join me in thanking them? Thank you very much. My topic for today, somebody's sitting there saying, he's just talked for 5 minutes. What do you mean this topic for the day? I have a little bit more to say. Sorry. I love you all and want to share. The topic is, how do you approach your work as a professional? Now, I've got a screen up here, and if I'm really good at it, I might be able to make it move. There are many aspects to becoming successful as a professional. I'm going to share 4 of them with you, and hopefully be able to relate them effectively to you as part of being a professional. So the first one is knowledge. Do you have the current knowledge that employers need? For example, being up to date on relevant theories and principles and practices in your field. Describing the current terms, tools, and techniques used on the job. Knowledgeable about the relevant laws, rules, and regulations. Does having knowledge make you professional? Some would say yes. Others would say that's part of it. So, what else is there in becoming a professional? Yes, knowledge is part of it. There's a second area called skills, if I can get to it. Do you have the range of skills employers require? For example, applying the knowledge you have acquired effectively. Effective computer skills. Effective communication skills. Problem-solving skills. Effective interpersonal skills. Decision-making skills. Does having knowledge and skills, therefore, make you a professional? Some would say yes. Others would say, yeah, that's part of it. There's more to that, being a professional, than just knowledge and skills. I'll let the screen get caught up with me now. Third one is attitudes. You possess the attitudes employers value. Henry Ford once said, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. If you believe you can do something, you probably can do it. If you think you can't, you probably can't. So it's a matter of attitude. Attitude is a very important ingredient in how you move forward in life. Listen, there's another old saying, the cup is half full, or is it half empty? And people have to determine whether they're dealing with the cup is half full or half empty. If it's half full, I probably have a more positive outlook on what I'm dealing with. If it's half empty, I probably have a negative one. I'm going to give you a diagram with a sliding scale on it. You have to determine where you are on that scale. Where are you in this scale? We have two sides to the ledger. We have people who are less happy and less successful. We have people who are more happy and more successful. People who are negative tend to be less happy and less successful. People who are positive tend to be more happy and more successful. People who are pessimistic tend to be less happy and less successful. People who are optimistic tend to be more happy and more successful. People who view what they're dealing with as problems tend to be less happy and less successful. However, there's those who look at their problems actually as challenges. And that's just that approach, a different mindset will actually create a more positive outlook on what you're dealing with. Some people tend to be more introverted. I'll get this caught up here. Some people tend to be more introverted. They tend to be less successful as a result of it. These are tendencies. These aren't exact figures. It's just it varies from individual to individual. But there's other people who tend to be extroverted, and people who are extroverted tend to be more positive and more happy and more successful. Some people who are disorganized tend to be less happy and less successful. Others who are more organized, in fact, are more successful. Some people who are dishonest tend to be less successful, and those who are honest are more successful. Some people tend to be nervous and high-strung, and they tend to be less successful as a result of it. Others learn to be calm and relaxed, and are therefore more happy and more successful. Some people tend to be unethical. I can't see the words up there, so you'll have to help me. Some people tend to be unethical, and therefore are less successful and less happy, and others who are more ethical are more successful and happy. Some people tend to be closed-minded and are less successful. Others are open-minded and are more successful and happy. Some people are disagreeable and therefore less successful, and so some are agreeable and more successful. So the question is, does having knowledge, having skills, and having attitudes make you a professional? Some people say yes, others will say no. There's more to it than that. Those certainly are part of being a professional. There's another ingredient. It's called behavior. Do you demonstrate professional behaviors employers are looking for? Are the following behaviors important to you? Reliability as a team member. Accountability for your actions. Committed to your continuous improvement. Contributing to the success of others. Treating others with respect. Leads us to the same question again. Does having knowledge, skills, attitudes, and behaviors therefore make you a professional? Many would say yes. There's one final ingredient I think that's important to, in fact, cover, and it's called performance. Because you can have knowledge, you can have skills, you can have the right knowledge and the right skills, you can have the right attitudes and behaviors, but if you can't perform or demonstrate them effectively in the workplace, you won't be successful. It's coming, you just got to be patient. Everybody relax. For example, do you make decisions in the best interest of your customer, your client, your patient, your student first, your fellow worker second, and yourself last? To continuously seek ways to improve the efficiency and effectiveness of your areas of responsibility, the department you work in, and possibly the organization. To strive to improve the quality of your work. To seek better ways to manage your time and become more organized and more productive. To contribute in a positive way to the culture of your organization. To establish annual personal goals to ensure you continuously learn. The fact that you graduated, you have to make sure you're always focused on continuously learning because the world continues to change. You display energy and enthusiasm about your work and find it rewarding and satisfying. You seek to constantly become a better professional. So does having knowledge, skills, attitudes, behaviors, and performance make you professional? Yeah, I believe it does. May I wish you, as professionals, the best in your future. God bless.